Hello beautifuls out there, it is Kanelia here and kitty cat in the background. Welcome back to another episode on the Waystone server. So I think this is the 15th episode, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and this is what we did in our last episode. I know it's not much. We made 2 sheep. Yay, that's what we did. No, for real. We cleared out a little area and we tour spawned a little, and I think we talked about streams and birthdays and things. And actually, I want to talk to you a little bit about that a little bit later on in this episode. But last episode, I asked you guys to choose a block, a very ugly block of your choice, because I want to include you guys in my builds. I think that's a little nice way to do it. Also, it makes me evolve in some certain building aspect areas or words or something. I asked you guys to choose a block, and we would include that in a little village that I have planned for this little area here. So the block of choice is acacia. No. It is actually purpur. So we are going to build something out of purpur here, and I have a couple of designs. I want to look at them a little bit later on, but for now I am not even sure if I have any purpur to my name on this server yet. So I think it's about time that we go and find out in our little storage system over there. I won't load in because I have to have it on very low render distance for my little poor computer, my little Marlon, to handle it. So let's go to the storage system. Woo! And welcome to the most laggy part of this island. This is my windmill and it is my little storage system. I have no idea why this place is so laggy. I guess it's redstone, but I really don't want to blame the redstone because I kind of want to use the redstone. So for purpur blocks we need chorus fruit, and for chorus fruit we need chorus flowers and endstone, and I believe this is my thing. Oh, look at this. We actually have some. That is great. That is so good. Luckily, I had 2 chorus flowers to my name, so guess what? We don't need to go to the end and get those, and that is so nice because it saves me a bunch of time. So I thought that we're kind of going to build a very inefficient farm on this little bald spot here, because we are professionals here. So let's just, I have no idea how much space these need. I don't think I've ever planted one of those. So these grow pretty fast, not like insanely fast, but kind of fast, I guess. I thought they would be a lot faster though, and I just have to point out that this looks actually gorgeous. Like, I would seriously use this if I could actually place it without it growing everywhere. But it's a nice block. And the new texture pack, of course. And this is not even the latest one, so yeah, I guess I just need to place down a couple of more endstone, and let's just let this grow. Oh, it grew! It grew! It must have grown. That was pretty slow though. The question is, can I bone meal these guys? Ha! It's like watching grass grow, but tall and slender purple grass. Oh, it actually grew. So I didn't know this, but these guys actually make a sound when they grow, and I was super confused because yeah, I didn't know that. Also, oh, that was a really nice flight. This island is just sprayed with endstone all over the place. Oh, you could hear it there. So, and what was that? Oh, okay. This is way too creepy for me. Too spooky for me. But yeah, there we go. So now we just need to do this like a couple of thousand times more. And we will probably be set for this little project. It looks ridiculous though. Really ridiculous. I can't wait to see how it looks with all of the chorus fruit. But in the meantime, let's head over to my little creative world and take a little look-see at those house designs I have, shall we? And welcome back to Designland, a very strange and peculiar place. when it comes to buildings and whatnots. I have no idea. This is just the windmill design I had in mind. Tried it with diorite because this windmill was supposed to look exactly like cobblestone, but kind of a white tint cobblestone. That's why I tried this, and it looks absolutely horrible. But let's take a little look-see here. So nope, nope. I'm not going with acacia, and I'm not going with wet sponge. But this is what I had in mind. These are the blocks that we can use, and I'm not really sure if I like the tint of these. It's like a pastel thing, but I have a couple of designs that I am kind of okay with using in our little town. So this is the purple block thing, standard thing, the pillar thing, the stairs, and the slabs. That is what we can use, and I have actually used it quite a bit here. So of course we are not going to build these buildings just purely out of purple. That'd be weird. Just a purple little city somewhere, but actually we are going to use some wood. So we are maybe going to use some dark oak or spruce. The dark oak goes really well. I really like that contrast though. Maybe we use some oak. I'm not really sure. Maybe we use some spruce planks things. Could look pretty fancy, but I have a couple of designs. So this is kind of what I have come up with. Just a simple little house. Maybe people live here, maybe there's a farmer in here, or maybe this is like the standard city homes. And I have tried a couple of different things. So this is how it looks like with just purple and the wood. And I mean, I guess it looks okay. If we were going for a end city theme or something, I would probably go with this. But I really like the stones just poking through here. Just a little bit of messy things, and I adore that. So this is actually magenta. This is a little lighting glitch, and let's not talk about that. It looks purple, so I will probably use it as purple. Might be Optifine actually, but I'm not really sure. Nice little accent though, I really like that. So for the roof, I actually kind of think of these people as little hobbits or something. So I want to use a lot of grass or pod soil. Pod soil? Why do people say pod soil? This block. And maybe a little bit of blue and white. I love these flowers. These are my absolute favorite flowers in the game, I think, and that could look pretty nice because it blends in kind of well with the dark oak and it doesn't just stick out too much, and I like that. I really like that. So this next thing, I'm not really sure what to say about this. It reminds me of the movie Aladdin. Like Aladdin and the lamp, the genie, and the things that you watch when you were a kid, or if you're still a kid, maybe. I watched that when I was a kid at least, and it kind of reminds me, this shape just reminds me of that palace or something, and it is a neat little inside. It's actually quite a lot larger than you think it's on the inside. So this looks something like this, and we just have a gentle little slope. Doesn't use as much purple as I might want to. This is a better design to just represent purple. This is just like using it as a detail on the front. But yeah, that is an option. Maybe this is a shop, maybe this is a brewery. And here we have a little more rustic design. Again, I've used a lot of the stone at the bottom. I have used a couple of details here. As you can see, dark oak is a general theme. I tried it with spruce. I thought it looked too bland, so I kind of want this contrast to be like popping in your face. And I like these little things. Might not work with this design over here because this just kind of looks like a toad on the ground, and this has more height to it. But yeah, something like that could look pretty nice. It is very small on the inside. It's just 1x2, but I guess our villagers can probably handle that. Have a couple of windows, use the stairs, use the pillars, as I do in basically all of these, and we actually have some of the plant work up on the roof because I really like that. This little next design, I'm really not sure what I was thinking. I kind of started off as just a normal little, like this. This is just standard Minecraft village houses. So there's like a 3x3 space in here. And these are kind of standard, just with logs and the logs down there, I think, as well, and the planks. But I just switched it out to some purpur instead. And how did I do this again? Something like this, yeah. And I just kept on adding on details. I added the roof here because I wanted the plant bed thing, whatever they are called in English. Stupid Swedish brain. And I think it turned out pretty nice. Reminds me of some kind of Spanish design, like Spanish villas or something. It either looks like a hat or it looks like some really decorative detail, but this is actually a option. I like this a lot. I have no idea why I like this a lot, but I do like this a lot. And it could work with this toad here. Looking at this now, I probably like this design a little bit more than this, but hey, we can mix them in. We can mix this, and maybe a little bit of this. And we can also come up with some new designs on the go and on the fly. Yeah, that is some of the designs I have in mind. Let's just look at those. Really pretty, and the horse is blending in with the dark oak. Very, very fancy. But you know what? I think I have been waffling on for way too long already, as I usually do. I can never shut my mouth. But I think it is about time that we get back on the Waystone server and continue with today's little projects. So, whoop! And just like that, we are back on the Waystone server with Larry. Hi, Larry. I don't think I've said hi to you in a while, I think. Hi. Oh, yeah. Hi. My good old buddy that tried to kill me sometimes. I almost forgot that we actually had a live stream in between these episodes. We had a little live stream at the 6th... that's a really difficult word for me to say. The 6th of May, and that was a birthday live stream, of course. And we raised the hill here. We dug out this little pond even further. We built this little half-done tree. It kind of looks good from this angle, but it's far from done. We dug this little canal thing here. We also dirt and failed a lot, and we accidentally killed Wafflestick of the cat mount too. And he has a amazing little video of that on his channel, and I suggest you go check it out. I think I will just leave it in the description as well. But I just want to say I had a ton of fun live streaming. I look forward to the next live stream whenever I get time to, and whenever my internet decides to be good to me and my computer decides to be good to me. Also, I think Waffle did something with my cats because they kind of teleported at the same time as he was over at the mountain. Waffle, you poked my kittens. And I'm not too happy about that. Hi. If you want to catch a live stream from me, then I highly suggest that you go and follow me on Twitch. Because I live stream on Twitch and not Mixer and not YouTube, just Twitch. Because I like it, kitty. Yeah, I do. You will find the link to that in the description as well. But now I think it's time that we head over to our little chorus fruit chaos plant. I actually went a little overboard with this. I thought that we needed 4 chorus fruits, like the popped version, for 1 block, and this looks absolutely ridiculous. Turns out we actually needed 4 chorus fruit, popped chorus fruit things, and we get 4 blocks. So now we have a double chest of purpur blocks, which I doubt we will ever need, because this season is actually closing in on its end. And that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of purple. Quite a lot of purple. Let's take flight. Oh, it worked. Let's take flight, and it looks kind of crazy. If I do say so myself, this looks absolutely bonkers. And that sound, I will never get used to that sound. Also, I think I figured out that you can break these with water. So that is what we are going to do in a little time lapse in a little second. I just want to say really quickly that we are actually at 39 subscribers on the YouTubes. And I know, not a lot to a lot of people, but that is a lot of people for me. And it's just amazing to see the channel grow, even though I can't be completely 100% consistent at the moment because things that I am going to talk about in the time-lapse. But I think it's just super fun that people actually get some enjoyment still out of my videos, and I had a couple of persons or people that commented some really nice things, and that just keeps me going, and I do really appreciate it. I do really love your support, and I just want to say thank you. Huge thank you. But this is an eyesore. Not this block necessarily, but all of this is an eyesore, and we need to build a little city here. So I think that it is about time that we start a little time lapse. So let the time lapse begin. These cars plants are now gone with the wind, and it looks kind of bare, this place, again, so I think it's about time that we do some planning here, that I do some layout things and plan where I want to have things, and I think we should start on building some of those houses. Let me just get some planning done, some houses sorted, and I think it is about time that we start that little time lapse with a little time-lapse chat. I just want to begin this little time-lapse chat with saying that I am so sorry that this episode is so late. It was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago. But I have been extremely busy, and I have work and things like that, and yes, you heard right, I have work. Kanelia got herself a job, and I actually had a little goal that before my 21st birthday, I wanted to get myself a job before that, and I had a little meeting with the guy, with my boss now, on my birthday, and I got the job. So yay, I have a job until October, and all of October too. So because of me working so much at the moment, it will calm down very soon, trust me. I have not much time for making videos, and that makes me a little bit sad, but I will get more time for making videos after my brother's graduation, after the 8th of June. So yeah, looking forward to more content after the 8th, maybe even before. Let's see how that goes. And the second little thing that I wanted to mention was live streams. We had a live stream at my birthday, the 6th, and I have a limited internet, like a very limited internet, so future live streams might be very sparse. And I look forward to streaming more when we get fiber optics, if we even do get fiber optics this summer, because those guys are pretty slow. I'm not going to lie, they are very slow on that department. But you know what? I have opened my mouth and wasted valuable oxygen for way too long already, so I think it is about time that we go back to the Waystone server and let's have a little tour of the place, shall we? And welcome back from that little time lapse. I hope you enjoyed it, because that was a lot of work separated on to a lot of days. I think this episode should have come out like 2 weeks ago, and I have just been busy working and working on this a little bit off camera as well. But are you guys ready for the big reveal of this place? I hope so, because my face is very close. So let's just put back our armor. And let's see here. So this is what it looks like. I really like this place, actually. I think it turned out pretty nice. I haven't done any of the interior because yeah, I didn't have time for that and I didn't feel like it. So if you actually download this world and feel like it, just make something out of the interior or something. That could be pretty cool. Also, these houses don't lead anywhere, they're just doors. Yeah, kind of like a roller coaster with just a scene and nothing behind it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I got a comment from a lovely little person called John. I think it was it's John or something like that. Thank you for the lovely comment. I really do appreciate that. Like, seriously. You guys keep me going with those nice comments and things like that. So I got a little comment from him, and he told me to incorporate a little bit of granite, and that is what I have done with these pathways. But let's take a little look here from the beginning. Hi cat. They're everywhere. Waffle, he poked my kittens in our live stream, and now they're just everywhere. So let's just have a little look-see at this. So we have a lovely little path going into this. I kept this little floating island because, well, I kind of like it. There are 3 different kinds of houses. So this is the first one. And this little toad thing is the second one. And then there's this little lovely thing with a little curved roof. I am not sure which is my favorite. I like them all. I also like that there's flowers and things like that on the roof. That is pretty nice. And as you can see, we have actually, if I say so myself, we have actually managed to make Purpur look kind of nice. For this, it's like not the prettiest block in the game, but it actually works here. It is very strange. And I just added this little plaza thing, the little merchant shop or something. There's just little stalls for people or maybe villagers in the future. That was kind of my plan, but the season has come to an end and I don't have time for more things, and I really don't feel like moving a lot of villagers at this point. So this will have to be a project if you actually download this world later on, so I would love to see what you guys make out of my little base, if you do decide to download it. But yeah, I actually like this really much. I have some carpets on top of here, just so no mobs will be able to spawn. I also have some lighting in here. Yes, I do. And yeah, there's not much to this. I will just show you my favorite little piece of this island. I think it's this. Are you ready for this? Yep, it's a naked sheep. And he's on a thing. And he's burning over the ashes of something, and there's little particle effects. Oh my god, I love it so much. It looks so weird. And it's also naked. Yeah. Not so floofy sheep, so did I mention that I'm a vegetarian? And my humor is kind of cruel, but this is basically my favorite part of this. Yeah. I have some beetroot seeds. I think that was that blue blaze or was that magma? I can't remember, but someone told me to add beetroot seeds to the factory, and I just incorporated it here as well, and I really like that. Thank you whoever who gave me that idea. Was it blue blaze or magma? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, let me just sleep real quickly and let's take a little overview of this again from a light perspective, I think. And let's see if this wants to render in. And yes, it does. So let's just slow down. And wow, this is great rendering. Computer, you're dying. So I really like this little town. It's kind of square because all the houses just cut off here. So I would love to have moved this town a little bit over to this side of this little pond here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it actually. We made a couple of ugly blocks, quote-unquote ugly blocks, look kind of pretty, and I am so happy with that. I would love to do something like this again. This was so much fun. But, you know what? This is actually going to be my kind of last episode on this server. I need to get some work done off camera, like pathways, connecting everything together, and just cleaning up chests, and moving shulker boxes, because I have shulker boxes like everywhere from projects and things like that. But yeah, this is going to be my last really episode. I will have one little episode out, so I guess this is my almost last episode, the second last. Second? Do you say that? I don't know English. But yeah, I will do some off-camera work, and then we will have a little tour in a last little episode and just kind of say goodbye to this little server, or not server, the world. I will be back for season 4. You bet that. But you know what? I think that is going to be it for this episode. So I thank you so much for watching. And until next time, the last episode on the Season 3 server of the Waystone, eat your broccoli, and I will see you later. Bye!